There she is. Giga Excalibur. Wait, I'm broke. That's sad. Grant speed plus 3 deals damage equals 20% of unit speed equals 20%. 20%? They have just removed the cap.
It's twice as high as Gaius' speed, and for reference, it's the same as Gangrel's res-based damage.
Wow. I didn't think they would go this nuts. Oh boy, chat, that's something. And we kind of expected this other part too. Grants attack speed plus 4 to allies within 2 spaces during combat, not this part. If units within 2 spaces, an ally grants attack speed plus 4 to unit during combat. We kind of thought there was some kind of augmentation based on tiles and distance, but we didn't really think it was allies. We thought it was straight up just debuffing. But it does make sense for Nino to stay near allies, considering in her base kit, her B slot is aerobatics. So, that's a good refine. It greatly jacked up her power. What the heck?
Yeah, think about it this way. If she has 50 speed, which is easy, then that's immediately 10 damage.
Now, the unfortunate thing is, people like me, who I believe I had a choice between attack Nino and speed Nino, and because it was way back when, I was just like, this is like among the fastest heroes in the game. I'm going plus attack. I'm feeling more and more like a dumbass every single day with that decision.
I feel like that in general now, because it's like the speed meta has gotten to the point where you just kind of want speed.
Yeah, chat,
More speed.
just to be honest here, straight up with you guys, if you get the choice between plus attack and plus speed, there are almost no situations where you take plus attack anymore. Almost. There are a few. But general, for safety reasons, just go plus speed. Plus attack will make you sad one day.
Yep, for sake of reference with your Nino though, if you have that refined, that's immediately an actual flat 50 speed, so you would be doing 10 true damage while going up to 59 attack. Essentially, it would be as though you had quote-unquote 69 attack. Nice.
Nice. That's what I'm saying. Her damage output just got jacked up. She's crazy strong now, which also makes the aerobatics make more sense because she teleports in and just hits like a blue hero. There's a good chance it's a one-shot.
Yep.
A decent chance. It's not great. You gotta really focus on Nino to make those things happen, chat. But I like that. That's crazy good.
Later.
Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. Fury Desperation. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Fury, but I'm starting to feel like Nino really needs it because she's that extra defensive bulk. Without it, she explodes on contact.
Yep.
So she needs that defense. 20 defense, 38 HP. Chat. Even with Fury, even with 4 flowers, even with 2 merges, there is still a chance she gets one-shotted. So, but Fury Desperation sets up Brazen attack speed, and that speed can be used in Giga Excalibur. So 7 plus 4, 11 speed extra, 60 speed. What's 20% of 60?
12. So
Yeah.
it'd be an extra 12 true damage on top of having 63 attack for a whopping 75.
Yeah,
I'm
chat.
just glad that she can't show up like this in Hall of Forms yet.
Right. Nino's power level greatly increased. She may not be able to read, but she can make you explode. Oh, she's also a Forma, you're right.
Yeah, if anybody actually got that form of soul, you must be ecstatic. Right.
Ooh, Phantom Speed now has a better use. That's true. That's guaranteed damage.
No,
Oh,
it's not a
wait.
comparison anymore.
It's only 2 points of damage.
It's not a comparison anymore.
Wait, it doesn't work. That's right. Deals damage equals 20% of unit
Oh, yeah.
speed. It's a
It's no
comparison.
longer
Tarantula! Congratulations.
useless.
You have shown everyone what not to do. I so appreciate it. But thank you.
Yeah, it's something I forgot. Oops.
Yeah, Phantom
Wait.
Speed does not do that.
Wait. Who's that? Diego. Look at your dumb not flying Nino. No new tome for you.
Nope.
Look at this ether guy. No new tome. Okay. No new tome for you. Is there anyone else? Gummy bear. No soup for you. Wait, we fucked it up. And that's it. All right, cool. All right, chat. Well, that's Nino. That's the first one down.
Several bad puns later.
Scotter. Joshua. Oh shit. Okay. I have not even tapped the refine yet, but I have to give it to you. Plus 10, plus 15, plus speed. You were already dead set on this, Joshua.
You're
Okay.
right. Wind blessing.
Now, will Joshua win this gamble? Will he have a good refine? And special
Survey
trigger
says.
cooldown count -1, res +5. That is still the same. Next, if foe initiates combat, or if foe's HP is 100%, at start of combat, grants attack speed, defense, res +4 to unit during combat, and inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. What?
That's basically Spectrum stance
With a player phase condition.
with player phase potential.
Hold up. This is not what I expected at all. There's no gamble here. I thought there was.
Ironically, it's the safest refine.
It is this little. It's so safe. Joshua,
But it does
what?
fit with his kit, funnily enough. He gets a safe initiation off with Wind Sweep, pokes the foe, can't get any guard off, and then immediately in the enemy phase gets his guard still, and also the +4 to all stats.
It makes sense. It makes sense because he comes with close defense wind sweep, which never made sense, by the way. That's what kind of combination is that, IS? But the close defense part really backs this up immediately. So now you have close defense guard and you can run QR on your B slot. So you got a really cheap Joshua for close range, close combat in Arena Cell. I could see why they did that pretty easily.
Technically, if you did a Wind Sweep, just kept his Wind Sweep, you'd be able to do a safe initiation, assuming that you have the speed for it.
Yeah, I get that. But it would have been nice if he had null follow-up and he could truly make use of that wind sweep.
Though he is the Grail unit, so a full null follow-up would be a little...
I realize that, but a lot of people were hoping for that. I remember people talking about that.
Throw a light blessing on him, go with double peony, and he's gonna be just tearing through so much.
All right, but let's be frank here. In the context of this build, that's a celebration and a half. This encounters Spur and Joint Drive attack speed solo, because it's +4 to all stats now, and you get guard. Spurn plus guard. How are you gonna die? You're not. That's the answer. The extra stats to everything helps a lot. So that's 44 res, 41 defense. What? And you got Spurn on top of that. Your speed, because of attack speed solo, and Audhulma is now 55. Respectable. Kind of wish it's a bit higher, but you know what? That works perfectly fine in just about every situation. And of course, you can buff him afterwards if you need more. His attack doesn't fall behind because attack speed solo, joint drive attack, and Audhulma. That totals to 14 extra attack. You are hitting 68. That's rock solid. That's absolutely rock solid. This is... Congratulations, you're now capable of sweeping with Joshua. Actually, that's a really good sweeper, to be honest. Guard is important.
Yeah. Nobody can really complain about guard, especially when it's so consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That res +5 is being made full usage of by going for... I do think this might be the best build for him, chat. This encounter just made sense because Audhulma gave you But I
would say if it becomes available in the near future, speed defense solo would actually be a pretty good seal as well. Just to give him that little bit more defense.
I would say because he's so rock solid in all stats, because he's over 40 defense and 40 res with a Spurn, maybe Ruptured Sky. Because I'm not so worried about surviving with Joshua. I mean, whatever damage they do will likely be like 20 something, and then it gets cut by 40% at that point. And because he has a fair amount of HP at 50, I think he can go through like 3 combats pretty quickly. But if you give him something like Ruptured Sky, he gets hit and just instantly Ruptured Skies. But because it's a slaying weapon and he should outspeed his opponent, even things like Luna would do a lot of damage.
Right.
I like this a lot. This is a legitimate option now for Ether Raids. I like that. It's cool.
Oh, absolutely. DC Joshua has now become a genuine contender for a lot.
When are we gonna get his nifty hat?
Oh, yeah. Just give hat, please. That's a nice hat. Wait. I'm so confused. Why do we not have that?
Didn't have accessories.
Okay, this is a true Joshua fan chat. Repel, close call, Spurn. Sure. He can do whatever he wants. That's fine. Anyways, the only thing I'm a bit disappointed in is because it doesn't take in his character. It literally just says a mercenary who loves to gamble. There is no gamble here. It's just a safe Really safe, refined. And in fact, he takes away the gamble, which is they have no specials, so against
In
him.
case you want to see
Yeah.
my very old Joshua that I've never changed, I'm on your friends list.
Oh, I saw that Pesha already has Nina.
Okay, Fortress Defense Res, Tac Ploy, Brazen Defense Res.
Well, you weren't wrong.
I guess
That
you're going
is
somewhere.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot behind that Joshua.
So, if I were you, I would have gone Iceberg because it would be 2 cooldown, and then that way with your Wrath, it drops it to 1. You get hit, counterattack with Iceberg. But yeah, I can see this build working really well as well because that's 10 extra damage, right, chat? And then attack Floyd dropping their attack. I think you drop their speed instead. Your speed is the only thing I'm worried about. But that's why I'm saying drop it once you're in Wrath and you got 1 turn Icebergs on counterattacks. You might just be able to nuke them straight up. So, because that is 7 plus 4, 11, 55. Oh, sorry, 56 icebergs, 56 res icebergs. Yeah, that's
a
pretty.
solid 28 damage.
Yeah, and then plus the raft damage. I think that's probably where you're going with this.
38 damage.
Those are some very balanced stats, too.
Joshua is one of the most balanced units.
Which is weird because he likes to gamble, but he's so safe.
Yeah, the entire thing about Joshua, for some reason, is that he's safe in this game.
I don't understand.
Balanced stats, balanced weapon.
Wind sweep is safe. I don't know.
What were they?
What was he supposed to gamble? You know. All right, cool. All right, moving on.
I think the joke is that Joshua himself is the gamble.
Green Star. Spy Song, drawback, noontime, attack speed, so low attack speed, attack, smoke, speed, resol. Okay, that's already a really good kit, fundamentally. Spy Song, bow. What does it do? Special trigger, cooldown count -1. Effective against flying foes. If foes' defenses or foes' res, +5, deals 7 damage. It's a sling bow with the light. What is it called again? Shining bow.
Shining bow. It's
Shining
the
bow,
exact same
so
base.
it's like what her father has.
Yeah, it's the exact same base weapon as Niles.
Oh. Oh, wow.
It's actually not bad.
Wait a second. This is a Niles is the gay option, right?
Yep.
So if you and Niles get together, there's no Nina.
Yep.
How can Joshua be all about gambling if he is not a gotcha hero?
Well,
That's also funny that you can't even pull him. There's no luck with it. All right. All right.
and he's actually one of the most consistently released ones as well, because there's more copies of Joshua than most Grail units. Well, TFT units, so it's like he's even safer to build because you already have more copies of him.
Right.
If you're an early player.
Right.
Okay, but real quick, chat. The reason why I brought that up is because this bow is really, really good. We need to get the green effects, but it's really good. If you know, it's within 3 spaces of 2 allies in a support partner pair. Excuse me? What kind of conditioning is that? Grants attack
It's
speed.
It's Nina.
Oh, well, what is she,
fans
hiding in a
for
barrel?
everybody.
Jeez. Grants attack speed, defense, res +6 to unit during combat, and it also, if unit deals damage to foes during combat, restores 5 HP to unit. Okay, I'm kind of understanding why they put so many criterias, but jeez, what?
Think of it like an actually stronger version of Garm's Refine.
But
Also,
3 spaces
it's
of 2
Nina.
allies and support partner pair.
So basically 2 allies that are supported together.
And it makes sense for her character.
It does.
She likes being near fanfiction material.
For reference, Garm is, if at start of combat the unit is at or above 25%, grants attack speed def res +5 to unit, and heals 7 damage to unit on units hit. Keep
Alright.
in mind that's a Choose Your Legends unit.
All right, you know what? Okay, so I just complained about Joshua featuring nothing about the character. Now I'm about to be a hypocrite and complain, you're trying too hard here. It makes perfect sense in terms of a character, right? Doesn't she draw dojins? Look, the entire point
Might
I'm
as
trying.
well. Or write them.
Yeah, the entire point I'm trying to make is like, I get it. It makes perfect sense. And the stats are pretty high. +6 all stats is amazing. 5 HP heal is amazing. Not to mention the base bow is 2 basic bows combined together, which is, well, makes it amazing. But that's a lot to keep in mind.
I mean, think of it this way: in a 4-unit team,
I know. Wow, that's some Nimda meta right now. Like joking here. Okay. Anyways.
cursed. Keep in mind, in a 4-unit team, this basically means if Nina is nearby the rest of her team, besides one, assuming that the 2 of them are supported together. Just for perspective's sake.
You're gonna. The problem this is the deployment is so specific.
Oh yeah, you have to deploy her with a support pairing, rather than being a part of the pairing yourself.
Right, chat. You basically have to outline the Nina team before you deploy her in battle, because if she's not without her partners, it just becomes special trigger cooldown count -1, and of course shining bow ability, which isn't bad. It's just it's not much of a refine. To reach her potential, you gotta have a preordained team for her, which unfortunately also hurts this a bit. Now 3 spaces is huge, but as somebody who uses Zane, I can tell you sometimes I'm squeezed and I can't use solo skills.
2 spaces is terrible comparatively a lot of
Right,
the time.
right. I get it.
Because now there are a lot of units that can't be danced to get to those allies, theoretically.
Right. 3 spaces is a lot more open, but again, to use her in something like Ether Race would be dramatically difficult.
I mean, I'd say it's only difficult from the fact that it's Nina, who doesn't have a defense stat. She could theoretically just be the carry and then have the allies nearby.
I guess if she
But-
becomes the carry, then it makes much more sense.
Only problem is, good luck getting more Nina copies.
Yeah, this is
I
rough.
mean, even at this point, though, that's a whopping 25 defense to start
Yep.
on a glass cannon.
Okay, chat. Let me know how you guys would rate this. I like it and I dislike it at the same time. I think the bow abilities are immense, but the setup, if you just give her a team and she's always with that team, she'll perform more than adequately. So in my eyes, where I would deploy her, for example, I have Azura and Tharja, which by the way is hilarious because they're always so close in rankings in CYL. But I have Azura and Tharja deployed together. If I just drop Nino with them, you know, I could see that being a pretty good combination, right? Because, you know, Tharja wants a buffer, Azura would give her the buffs, and then Nino would be there as well, so I'm covering for red, blue, and then colorless. So I can see a pretty decent combination, but you basically have to have it in mind immediately. So that's the only thing I hold it against it. Otherwise, it's a great refine. It's just a bit too much to a character like Joshua.
Yeah, I think that, honestly, this is not like a slap-on unit, which is fair. With a unit so utterly mediocre as Nina, by just base stats alone, you know,
Yeah.
besides speed, you really do need something. And this is something.
I also do appreciate this though. I was saying Nina needed to like be a viable competitor to Setsuna, and I think if you get Nina's abilities, she is a better hero now. Whoa, okay. This is more like it, Thunt. Jeez. Some people did tell me that they were just kept pulling Nina's and they were pretty frustrated about that, but I think you might be able to celebrate it now. This is much more like it, by the way. I think this is much more workable.
This is what you could really use.
Now, I would switch to noontime off, though. Times Pulse means instant noontime. I don't think you want instant noontime. That doesn't do anything.
Soul.
Yeah, switch to Soul. With Soul, as soon as she gets hit, close full triggers, more defense, more attack. And because of Spy Song Bow, it's really easy to stick her near allies. 3 spaces, and defensively, yeah, that's easy. And
Yeah, keep in mind, at this point, she's already hitting 32 defense.
right, 32 defense, healing afterwards as well.
Healing during, because it also
Oh,
heals
shit.
off the weapon.
Okay, never mind. Healing during combat, and she does extra damage. Like, her damage output could be insane, because that could potentially be 13 extra damage, plus another 5 here. 18, 69, nice. That Nina is starting to really hurt people. Instant Soul, we'll just say that's Soul, you know, they'll switch it. And then, yeah, Attack Smoke afterwards, making her even harder to break. Not to mention, as soon as you hit her again, she's just healing. This is a sweeper. This is a sweeper
Keep in
Nina.
mind, Naga gives defense, so you pair her with one Naga, that's 5 defense, 5 HP.
Yeah. No,
So
seriously,
you can-
this Nina is a sweeper now. This is... Like, Spendthrift is great and all, But this is actually no, this is better in many
Straight
ways.
better than Spendthrift because it's +6 attack def res compared to effectively +7 attack def res.
Right, because
Conditionally, but no penalty.
Right, because Spendthrift chat is +7 attack and -7 to their enemy defenses. Or sorry,
Well, -7 attack, +7 to you.
yeah, sorry, my bad. This is basically the same because you're increasing your attack by 6 and increasing your defensive res by 6. It's essentially the same thing.
Plus
So
speed.
you got speed as well. You got special trigger cooldown count -1. So in the context of if you give her that team, she's a beast. This is this is even better than Norn combinations of Spendthrift, I would say.
Yeah, honestly. If you can actually make the commitment to fully invest in Nina, which is hard, let's make no mistake, she's not a part of that new 4-star, 5-star rate.
She isn't?
Cut off. No.
Oh,
got cut off.
jeez, that's rough. All right,
Well,
but
that
the
means
people,
you can still theoretically get pity broken by her, but
right, I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
yeah, if you happen to have a few copies lying around, and I know a lot of people do, then you can actually genuinely turn her into a carry now.
Yeah, fun.
Straight up a
Let me
carry.
know how good she works as a carry, because this is actually genuinely exciting for me to see your Nino be like this. The potential here is so immense. I love it. All right, but yeah, chat. Like, I only see this working out if you plan things out for her, but I could definitely see this working out. Jeez.
Oh, absolutely. And I should mention, no matter what, Norn's physical bulk is going to generally be a little better than Nina's because Norn has 7 more HP and 15 more defense compared to Nina. Just for reference.
Okay, but Nina should be hitting harder with the Spy Songbow triggering, right?
Oh, easily.
Yeah,
Easily.
so
Much harder because they have the same attack.
right. So yeah, chat. That's why. And it's not like Nina's slow. She actually has a great speed stat. She's
Yeah,
32,
and
37,
again-
right?
She has 37 speed, yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah. Well, anyone have any Reinhardts to show? I'm kidding. all right. Wow, you sure tried hard. Deathblow. Jeez, dude, come on. All right. Anyways, Meisterschwert. I think that's how it's the Master Sword.
Yeah.
What is that symbol?
Meisterschwert.
Okay, just
dude.
because you put an accent on it doesn't make it any better. All right. Anyways, it's speed -5. Unit attacks twice.
It's a German term.
Yes, I know. I'm aware. At start of combat, if foe's HP is over 50%, grants attack +5 to unit, inflicts attack -5 on foe during combat, and also if unit initiates combat, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Okay. Crap. Was this a prediction by Shamil? I'm gonna double check.
No.
I already thought the Reinhardt refine was probably the best refine in his mockups, and to see it so astronomically close. In fact, this is even better, chat. Now, his prediction was attack +4. This is attack +5. And his prediction was defense res +6. And his attack -5 on your opponent. The threshold is even better. And foe cannot make a follow-up attack is still there. Now,
Only
chat.
in the player phase, again.
Yeah. If unit initiates combat, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Now, chat. The reason why this is super good is because one of the most common builds for Reinhardt are distant counter advantage builds. This works. Kind of. When he attacks, he gets that extra... Well, he still gets extra attack, but he gets that ability to make sure his opponents can't make a follow-up attack. Because he drops their attack by 5, it helps a lot. But all that lends itself way better to the DC builds. So, I like this a lot. It's really good.
Yeah. It basically, if you want to compare it to other Brave DC weapons, it's like giving them just 5 base attack.
Yep.
So let's see if I can pull up Reinhardt. So, Reinhardt, Sword Cavalier.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is what I was talking about. DC, Vange, Defense, Smoke, Heavy Blade. Oh boy, that's a deadly combo. Because he drops his opponent's attack by 5, increases his own attack by 5. That's essentially a 64 attack Heavy Blade. And as soon as he hits you one time, it gets the Moonbow ready for the next hit. And he'll just smash you. The reason why I was looking for a refine just like this, and I thought it was so incredible, is because Reinhardt is still an excellent hero. The Meisterschwert is still an excellent weapon. But it's Reinhardt himself, his stats, that doesn't keep up. He was the first true Brave hero we've ever gotten, right?
Yep.
First hero that can attack twice on both phases.
And he's a cav.
And he's a cav. So he could not keep up with Keaton. He could not keep up. He could not keep up with Altina. And now with Winter Altina out, definitely not. Now, if you go into... that's the Meisterbogen on Legendary Leaf, he couldn't even keep up there as well, I would even say.
Yeah.
But with this, he's in the game now. He's on a level of Keaton and Altina, definitely, if not better. So.
Winter Altina still can be disputed a little bit because she has an A slot.
Right. No, I think Winter Altina is better. I mean, I'll just straight up Altina.
Yeah, straight up
Altina.
Altina, though, I'd argue, is definitely in a bit of a straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
So yeah, Reinhardt completely. This is a really good update. This entire build that you have on Reinhardt is legit. This is a sweeper Reinhardt. For E3's offense, this could carry the day. How do I know that? I used Keaton for like a year plus, 2 years basically, and I essentially just ran DC Vantage Defense Smoke. I didn't run Heavy Blade, but if you want to run Heavy Blade now, it's even better. So yeah, the reason why, chat, this Reinhardt secretly is good defensively. One of the reasons why I hated base Reinhardt was because defensively he offered you nothing. He only hit back one time, and often he used death blow, so he gets no extra help there. And his speed is so bad. He has a bit of defense, but he didn't have a res. Sword Heart actually has a bit of res, and with the -5 attacks, 40 defense, 37 res, he'll actually take a hit.
Yeah, he can very easily take shots if necessary, especially if you initiate and don't kill.
Right.
Very easy for him to survive.
If you don't kill, I think you're in trouble, because I think he's going to kill you. A guaranteed Moonbow in this build, yeah, with 59 attack, yeah, that's going to hurt.
64 for the sake of calculating Heavy Blade.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's not easy to deal with.
All right, chat. Let me...
This also will be very handily a Gale Forcer if you don't kill.
Right.
If you think about it, because you get 2 shots off. Heavy Blade, 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. Foe only makes 1 follow-up, 0.
Yeah. This still works offensively. That's a great thing about it. This is better. Okay. Impulsor. DC Vantage. Too bad. We already saw that. Marcus. DC Vantage. Too bad. We already saw that. Tatsuya. DC Vantage. Too bad. We already saw that. Ranku. Okay. He saw it. He did something different. All right. Good job.
I don't approve.
I approve. This is the cheapo build.
This is so cheap. But you know what? It works. Trying to be Reagan, I guess.
Yeah, chat, we got it. Alright, I don't think we'll find a different build. I honestly do believe DC Vantage is the best thing on him.
Yep.
Let's do a quick conclusion. Of all the refines, what were your favorites? For me, I'll be honest, I thought going into this, because of the mockups and whatnot, I thought refined for Reinhardt would be the best one. Now...
It's still up there.
It's still up there, but I think I have to give it to Nina. I think I think Nina possibly has the best bow in the entire game now. That's non-brave bow, straight up. Because as long as you get the conditions, she's an absolute monster. It's so stupid.
If you meet the conditions, her bow has 4 effects, which is huge.
Yep. Now, to be clear, there are no bad refines. This is once again another top tier run. There's nothing bad here. I have to put my girl Nino at last though, because I feel like just more damage was not necessarily all she needed. She's buffing her allies too, but she wanted something to allow her to even set up desperation. She could still get one shot is what I worry about.
Fury or steady impact. You can use SI to get her to that point.
So it's a trade-off, chat. So while you get more speed and that helps guarantee doubles, you're not getting straight up 6 extra damage. So you need an impact skill on her, and I think it's only on Bridget right now, right? Steady?
Yes.
Yeah. I imagine it'll probably get more releases soon, but yeah, at the moment.
Right. So I think sturdy impact's really good on her. Getting more defense and more attack is really good on her, but it's now steady impact that's better. It's just hard to get. So I have Nino at last. I think Joshua and Reinhardt,
yeah.
I think those are really solid refines.
Yeah. I'm not sure which one to put over as far as those two are concerned. Joshua's a little consistent everywhere, but Reinhardt's peak potential does exceed most Vantage Sweepers right now.
Right, because let's put it frankly, chat. The true Brave Hero pool, what is that, 5 heroes? It's tiny. 6?
Unless you want to argue Laszlo or something like that.
Well, he's definitely better than Laszlo now. So, unless you, the
Well,
speed
Laszlo
Laszlo,
still
people
has better
argue
damage
speed
output.
Laszlo's because run double puny. Okay, buddy.
Laszlo still has better damage output.
Yeah. So for me, I think Rhine's really good. But yeah, I'll just give it a tie. For me, it's number 1 Nina just by a little bit, and then the Rhine and Joshua second and third, and then I'll take Nino last, which is funny to say because I was really hyped at the start of it. It's just the damage output is all there, but so this fix her fundamental issue of surviving. So
In this particular meta, where you need to be so fast and you need to hit so hard to try to ensure those kills as quickly as possible,
yeah,
I'm going to argue with. I'm still going to put Nina on top personally because I really do like these kinds of fun key effects, and the peak is insane. But I actually put Nino second personally. Just
oh,
because this weapon in particular, especially as more skills come along, keep in mind you can use Rain, attack res Rain for an extra 4 defense res effectively. As more skills come out, this will become much more ageless because it's just a flat 20% of her speed is true damage. The nuking potential will always be there.
okay. I can see what your argument here, but it's in potential. And in terms of cost, I'll be honest. I feel like between Joshua and Reinhardt, they have the lowest costs. This
Well,
encounter
Joshua
one.
can literally have the highest cost because you could literally do anything with him.
Oh, all right, sure, fine. But yeah, for Ryan,
Yeah,
especially just DC
Reinhardt
range,
is much
defense
easier.
smoke easy. For Neo,
I just think Nino has ridiculously high ceiling that needs a few key skills.
yeah,
But if you can get them, she is potentially one of the best made flyers, period. And I do have to give her that.
yeah. If you give her attack speed range and things like that, I think you got something special.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I agree with you. I think that her bulk being so low is a huge hindrance. But as soon as that hump is gotten over, even if you use skills like, for example, Lift Super Becker, or the new Lift's weapon, to just chip her down manually, you can do that to get her into desperation range, and then you can just go to town.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple things to consider.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you. I think Audhulma and Meisterschwert are about as good as each other. I don't know which one to put above.